I'm Washayla Sananda. Thank you for joining me today. I was just on a phone call this morning with a friend who has had a massive twin flame ascension awakening experience. And it, as she was describing the experience to me, I realized how similar in many ways it was to my own twin flame awakening experience. Now, the differences are many because her twin flame is physical in a physical body. I have a twin flame who has taken a physical body before, but as a walk-in and wasn't able to stay just for 3 years. And so I've gotten to experience that side of things, but that was a very long time ago for me. And it was really interesting to hear her speak of it. And it reminded me of my twin flame experience that I had several years ago when I was in Mount Shasta. And my twin came to me as an energy, as an energetic being, not in a physical body. And yet the experience that I had was very similar to what might happen in a physical experience. So I want to share a little bit about that. And I'm actually going to read to you from my book, The Love You Crave, A Course in Ascension, Alchemy, and Connection to the Divine. And I have a chapter that talks about twin flame integration. So I'm going to share that with you. But first, I want to talk about twin flame ascension and ascension itself and being embodied throughout this process. So anytime we have a big energetic experience that is of a spiritual nature, we get more energy flowing through our physical bodies, flowing through our energy bodies, and it's a lot to handle. I sometimes compare it to plugging yourself into a light socket and you get this jolt of energy and it's like, wah, and you start shaking and it's really intense and you don't know what to do with the energy and it feels ungrounded and yet so exciting, but so big and sometimes overwhelming and you don't know what to do with it. If anyone's had that type of experience, let me know in the comments. Tell me about your experience and how did you handle it? So what I recommend, and there are things that you can do, and embodied ascension is all about incrementally tuning up the frequency of the physical body so that you can handle these bigger experiences as they come, so that your nervous system is ready when these big downloads come, these big energetic, intense shifts happen. So one of the things that you can do is, of course, meditation, grounding meditation, where you connect. I have people connect up to central sun. Central sun has the light codes of our universe, the source codes. And so to bring that energy down through the column, the center column of your body, and then connect in with the center of the earth and anchor your light in the center of the earth. The center of the earth has all of the Akashic records for our planet for all time. And so when you anchor into the center of the earth, you're also anchoring into the Akashic records. You're bringing that back up into your body. And then you have this divine light beam essentially going from above, from central sun through your central column, activating all of your energy centers in your body, down through the base of the spine, continuing down all the way to the center of the earth, and then back up. And it's a flow of energy. And in that flow, there is the torus field. So the torus field is coming out around your body and it holds the light, your light body. It holds the frequency of your energetic body, also of your physical body. Your physical body is part of that energetic body. So this is moving around you. And when you have attuned yourself to a high level of light, you become a presence healer. A presence healer is one who holds a high light energy, high level of light frequency, and it's constantly generating around your body so that the people that you come in contact with, your voice codes, even the place, the earth, the grid work around you is always being affected and upgraded by this light that you hold. Oftentimes, people won't even realize that it's you, but they will feel good in your presence, or it might just be in nature. You're adding, you're contributing, you're balancing. You're like this infinite clearing and upgrading that's affecting everything and everyone that you come into contact with. And so in these experiences, higher frequency experiences, I like to call them 5D and higher, you will have more information. So here's the way it feels. You're feeling more energy. You're experiencing, there's more information. So it feels more intense. There's more color, more sound. Everything smells better. It tastes better. It is so multidimensionally full that in these third dimensional bodies and containers, it doesn't quite make sense. It doesn't quite fit because there's more, so much more information coming in from the experience. It's hard to even put into words for many people. And I know people that have had near-death experiences and come back oftentimes have a very difficult time putting it into words. The same is true with higher frequency light experiences or those big, energetic, mystical moments. I have Lucia light, which is, it is a light device that it is akin to a plant medicine journey, but there's no medicine. It's all done with light frequencies. So people oftentimes at the end of a Lucia light experience will not be able to speak for a little while. They'll sit and they'll integrate and they'll get back in their body. And then sometimes if I can get them talking, they'll start sharing, and this fountain of amazing mystical energy comes from them. And it's because they've been in this higher dimensional, higher frequency world where they experience so much that they don't know how to put it into words. And I, as a practitioner, that's a really exciting and fun and sacred space for me to get to hold and provide for people to have those types of journeys, and then for people to be able to share about them. And the more that you share about it, the more that you talk about it, write it down, and let other people know, as long as they're aligned people and people that can hold your experience and they won't say, oh, that's not real or something like that. You don't want to share it with those people. You want to share it with someone that will really hold your experience sacred and reflect that sacredness back to you. But then the sharing of it opens up even more, and you're able to expand and continue expanding into the experience. So this is why I want to share a little bit from my Twin Flame integration experience with you today. And I'm going to present this as a meditative experience. So what I invite you to do is get in a comfortable space. Just allow yourself to relax, take a few deep breaths. If you want to close your eyes, if you're in a safe place, not driving, where you can close your eyes, you can go ahead and do that. And then I'll have you tune in. We'll create that connection above, below, and within. And then I will share the reading from the Twin Flame integration of the Love You Crave. So go ahead, close your eyes. Deepen the breath into your belly. On the inhale, allow your belly to expand. And on the exhale, the belly contracts. And with every breath, feel the light of your heart informing that breath. And get in touch now with your heart center, making contact with the light in your heart. Feel your heart light glowing, expanding, growing out around your chest, out around your body, and now out into a golden pillar of light around your body. This pillar of light is held in place by your divine guides, the angels and archangels ascended masters and ascension guides who hold space for your journey, for your expansion, and for your awakening to higher and higher frequency states of being. And now, bringing your awareness into your heart center, allow the light in your heart to go up through the crown of your head, continuing up all the way to central sun, making contact with the light of central sun in the heart center of the central sun. And in the heart center are the divine light, divine love codes of source energy. And allow that encoded light to come down through the ethers now into the crown of your head, continuing down your spinal column, the front and the back, all the way down to the base of your spine, lighting up every cell in your body, lighting up your DNA with this source code light information. And now bring that line of energy down through the base of the spine, continuing all the way down into the center of the earth, making contact with the heart light of the center of the earth, where the Akashic records are contained, feeling the divine imprint of your soul at the center of the earth. And allow those soul codes to come up through the layers of the earth, through the roots carrying liquid crystal plasma into your body, from the base of your feet and the base of the spine, and up your spinal column, spreading out now into every cell of your body, into the DNA, breathing that light in from the Divine Mother, from the Divine Father above, and birthing the divine child within you, in your heart center. This is the Holy Trinity of light from above, below, and within, creating the divine light child, born of pure creativity, creative light, liquid crystal plasma, divine love, pure light energy. Very good. Now take a deep breath and just feel your body floating on this lightness, feeling the bliss of divine light, and allowing yourself to absorb and receive all that is in this light for you. I begin this reading from The Love You Crave on page 112. And I was reborn into God, and I was with God, and I was God. There was no more Isis or me. There was only God, and it was me. Not me as my personality, but me as the totality of everything that ever has been, was, or will be. All that is, I am. There was a sound. It wasn't actually a sound. It was a frequency that held it all together. There was no it, so that isn't the right word, but all existed in frequency. It was white light that contained everything. There was no separation, only oneness. The feeling was beyond feeling. There is no human feeling that can describe it. I have heard people use the terms love, bliss, ecstasy, and rapture. However, even those words can't describe the feeling of unity with oneness, because it was beyond any of those feeling states and yet it contained every possible feeling or emotion. It was presence, pure presence of totality, the ultimate wholeness. From that beautiful wholeness emerged a new being. This luminescent being came to me adorned with shimmering golden robes and golden crown. She shone with a bright golden energy emanating from within her and projecting out around her. Her body was visible, but not solid. She appeared to be beyond matter, yet composed of substance. She was more than a goddess or an angel. She was the essence of purity, completeness, and peace. Being in her presence was baptism into divinity. Just having her there was rapturous, and there was no time. She was the essence of presence, eternal now. There was no possibility of anything other than being present with her. In her majesty, I felt no fear, only bliss, and I surrendered to her completely. I released any questioning and all resistance. Those things were not necessary in the presence of divinity. She spoke to me then. I am Christus. I am the Christed Isis. You birthed me when you became Isis and birthed the new world. Isis was also reborn and became one with Christ consciousness. And now I am coming to you in gratitude for your service and to share with you the true purpose of why you are here. I am not masculine or feminine, but rather a perfect union of integrated divine masculine and divine feminine energy. I speak in a feminine voice because it is nurturing and balancing to your soul. I am the essence of love and power. All within me is balanced. She continued, but not with words. Her communication became entirely telepathic through frequency and sound. I had on headphones playing beautiful music. Christus entered into the music and became pure frequency. I then experienced synesthesia as the music transformed into substance, the substance of Christus. I could see the music as fractals, sacred geometry, as endlessly colorful beyond any earthly color spectrum. I could feel the music as the notes rose and fell and reverberated through my body, each sound carrying the substance of thought, emotion, color, and form. I felt the substance of Christ consciousness, of divinity itself, filling my body with light and energy as I saw the fabric of my form become crystallized. My crystalline blueprint turning on, my DNA being activated, the codes of creation being reignited and calibrated within my multidimensional human beingness. I was in a state of total receiving and allowing. There was no resistance in me as I silently expressed my delight and asked for more. I was delivered into the essence of divine rapture. I was in my body, but also everywhere, experiencing so much more than the third dimensional world. Two eyes emerged from the synesthetic fractal of colors. I recognized these crystal blue eyes set in a face with a beautiful smile and dark hair. I recognized him. It was my twin flame, the masculine counterpart to my feminine self. I had seen him many times before, and I was so delighted to see him now. Come to me, I beckoned. Our eyes locked, and the energy between us began to build, and the pressure expanded us, similar to how it had felt when Isis birthed into God. And then, with so much intensity and power, we emerged into one being. We became a spiral, DNA, a helix of spinning energy that rose up to the stars and then came down, piercing through the crown of my head and straight into my heart. My heart opened and I saw the caduceus with the twin snakes, the kundalini rising to the top of the golden rod. And then my heart exploded and burst into wings. My heart had wings and I could fly and I felt free. Then I saw a dagger. It sliced my heart open even more. And in one massive burst of energy, I was reborn, my heart filled with the white light of the divine. I was transformed. I was free. I took a massive, deep inhale. And it felt as if I had never breathed before that moment. All of the constriction of the past had been released, and I could breathe, and I was free. This is what freedom actually feels like, I thought. I have never known freedom before this moment. I had integrated my twin flame, the divine masculine and divine feminine of my being had united within me to make me whole again. I understood that while I would still be a feminine expression of myself, like Christus is a feminine expression of the Christ energy, I would no longer feel the yearning, the desire for someone outside of myself to complete me. I realized that I had been searching my whole life for this experience of completion, for this divine union that was within me the whole time. I realized that I had been looking for relationships with men to somehow complete me and fill a void that could only be completed by integrating my twin flame. Every relationship issue I had experienced made sense to me now because there was no way another person could fill a void that came from missing my own divine masculine. I also understood that this was all exactly as it was meant to be. I had chosen to experience incompleteness so that I could understand the wonderful feeling of wholeness, and so that I could understand other people's feeling of lack and yearning for completion and help guide them to their own twin flame integration. The twin flame integration is an embodiment of the frequency of your twin flame, your divine masculine or divine feminine counterpart. The process to integrate the twin flame is much the same as the embodiment of any characteristic, as you learned in the embodiment chapter. Focus on your wholeness and the characteristics of your twin flame. Ask your higher self to attune you to the frequency of your twin. Practice integrating your twin flame frequencies in your daily meditations. It is much more likely that you will experience a gradual integration rather than the explosive sudden integration I had. There is no right or wrong way to experience the integration. You can use the creation codes of intention to go from intention to birthing your integration. If you are in a primary relationship, you can code your current relationship to be one of balanced masculine feminine energy. You have the tools to embody the frequency of your twin flame, integrating it to become a match to your divine masculine or feminine counterpart. When you do this, you will feel the wholeness within you. You will also have the frequency that will create magnetic attraction to your twin flame energy. So, whether you choose to be alone or in a relationship, you will draw to you the people and characteristics that embody your twin flame energy. Thank you for joining me for that reading of the Twin Flame Integration from the Love You Crave, A Course in Ascension, Alchemy, and Connection to the Divine. I'll leave a link to the book in the show write-up. If you're interested, you can get that on Amazon. And one more thing that I'd like to say about the experience of integrating your twin flame is that when it's really big, it can be a little scary. It can be a lot scary. And my advice for when you're feeling something spiritually that's kind of scary but really exciting is to lean into it and let that energy flow. Let it flow through you. And instead of, a lot of times when things feel intense, we want to back up, we want to run away, we want to just run the other direction, not feel it, and then we get disembodied. We're out here in woo-woo land instead of in here in physical form, really anchoring the experience. So in order to anchor the experience, and this is true of any 5D or larger than 3D experience, mystical experiences, spiritual experiences, to anchor them into your body, anchor them into the base of the spine, anchor yourself into the earth. And if you can, get outside, go outside with bare feet, as soon as you can after your experience, and multiple times. Do it daily if you have access to that. Go outside with bare feet, put your face in the sun, or if it's nighttime, in the moon or the starlight, and receive that energy, that divine energy, the universal energy into your body, letting it wash over you. And with your feet firm on the ground, anchor your light and your energy into the earth, into the center of the earth, and just feel your groundedness and feel yourself supported by the earth and by the sun and the stars, by the divine, by the universe itself. And let yourself feel. And if it's emotional, let yourself weep, let yourself cry, let yourself laugh, let yourself yell, whatever it is, whatever's in you, express it, feel it deeply. It's, without judgment, good or bad. Maybe it brings up fear, anger, upset, whatever it is, just express it, feel it fully, let it circulate, let it just come from you and through you, and just allow yourself to be with it. This is really part of the process of embodiment. It's letting yourself feel the feelings, the emotional energy that makes us human. This is what makes us unique and special beings, is our ability to feel so deeply. So I encourage you in this process to feel what there is to feel, to flow those feelings through you, to lean into what you're feeling and express what you're feeling vocally. Make a sound, make yourself, sing, yell, scream, whatever it is that you need to do, get it out with frequency. And if it's something that needs to be expressed and released, cleared from you, just yell it out, scream it out, cry it out, and then fill those spaces with light, with purity, with the beauty of divine energy, with the light codes from central sun, with the power of the earth and that nurturing energy, just letting it fill you and wash over you and cleanse you and clear you, and then anchor even more deeply into your physical body. Your physical body is a gift. It is a divine light tool that, as you upgrade it to hold more light, it is magic and it supports you. It is here to assist you, help you, and give you feedback on how you're doing. And I really, really Can't emphasize enough to love your body, be in gratitude for your body, and have an intimate relationship with your physical being. This is your temple. Love it, know it, be friends with it. And I want to express gratitude to you for listening, for being part of this community, the Divine Light community. And thank you for the light that you are. And thank you for holding this divine light, embodying the divine light. Together we ascend this reality. I love you. I cherish you. Have a beautiful day or evening wherever you are. Namaste.